stopping me, oh baby, not stopping me. Can you take it to the top of me? I just wanna love you, lady.
Welcome back to my channel. We are getting into this V part install today. I got this curly wig from Amanda Hairs. I'm just going to put it up either in the description box below or on the screen. One thing I really love about this wig is that it's so easy to put on and just get it together. So this is the crown of the wig where the V part is. You have to end up cutting that net right there, but later on I'm going to put these clips on 2 braids in the front of my head. There's combs on the side and there's a band to just make sure that it's snug on your head, which is also why I love this wig, because my head is super small and I need something to get it together. Then I have my little ratchet braids going on. I just have these 2 braids in the front and the rest is just tied to the side, basically just to keep it out of the way and keep it kind of flat under the wig. After I cut off that netted part, the wig is free to be applied to my head. This is probably going to be the trickiest part to explain, but basically those 2 braids in the front, I'm keeping those there because I want to crochet it, because I don't want any leave out. So instead of putting the clips on on the outside of the braids, like on the outside so you can still see the braids, I'm trying to put the clips maybe in the middle or closer to that part in the middle, because I want this to look as seamless as possible. As you can see, I had to readjust because I didn't do it right the first time. I'd put it closer to the outside of the braid, but I re-clipped it and I just put it closer on in the middle. And you're going to see me do a close-up to do the crochet part just so y'all can kind of figure out how to get it done. But honestly, once you do the crochet part, the rest of it is real easy. For the crochet to look as seamless as possible, you really need to try and get smaller strands. The bigger strands you get, the wider they are, and then it kind of looks really puffy at the root. So you want to get a small strand that still is able to cover up that little track area so that you can actually see it. I start off by putting the crochet hook through the braid, right? Just a little bit. It don't have to be too deep in it, okay? Because then you'll be struggling to get it out. And then I just attach the small piece into that little hook, close the clasp, and pull it through. And then I just repeat that over and over again throughout the entire track. I'm going to go through it again because sometimes we need to repeat. So again, I'm just taking that piece, I'm splitting that one piece into 2 so I know it's small enough. Then I put the crochet hook through the hair, not too deep. I put it on the hook, then I close it and pull it through. And that's how I get it to look seamless. It's starting to look way more natural if you look at that one side compared to the other side with no covering on it. That's why I was saying the small thin pieces are key, because you can just cover it and it looks way more like individual pieces of hair instead of thick chunky pieces that stick out your scalp. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like is the best method. I also think maybe if I tried doing it wet, the curls would have clumped a little bit better and been easier to kind of individually piece out. But other than that, I think this is a pretty simple method. I do not like the shape of these wigs when I get them, so I try to shape them to my face a little bit better. And the whole goal is to get a fuller top part and then keep the bottom long, just so that it still shapes my face but also looks like really cute and layered and like it's actually my hair. Because that straight look, like that little straight triangle situation, I don't know, it just looks crazy and I'm not here for it. I used to do chunks, so I used to take big chunks and just cut it that way, but I realized when you take individual pieces and cut them a little shorter, it looks a little bit better and more natural with the layers, especially when it's already curly. But I will say I did cut too much on this first side that I did, I ain't gonna hold you, but you need to start making the top short and then keep the bottom long. And then if you have to shape around it on the sides, definitely do that too, but just try to make it a cascading of length, so like shorter on the top, medium length, long at bottom. For the styling portion, I'm going to use the Lotta Body foaming mousse. This one is good, but honestly, I just got it because it's cheap. The best one is the Aunt Jackie's one, and I'll probably put that on the screen or in the description box, but because that one is so moisturizing, but this one works too. All I do is really just wet my hair, add the foaming mousse to it. I start at the bottom, go up to the top of my hair. The goal is to keep the bottom really juicy, defined curls, and then the roots, I don't really want them flat because I'm gonna tease them and, you know, make it look puffier and bigger and fluffier later on. So I try not to put too much product at the top of my head, just really focus on the ends. I do use a Denman brush as well to help clump the curls because they need a little help. The foaming mousse is what gets the curls defined, but that Denman brush, and honestly I don't even think this is a real Denman brush, it's probably like a knockoff, but you need to invest in a Denman brush or knock off whatever it is because the foaming mousse, it definitely defines the hair, but the Denman brush just clumps it so nicely that it comes out totally different and less frizzy, and your hair lasts a lot longer than if you didn't use a Denman brush. Okay, and we're back. I let my hair air dry, and now that it's dry, I'm just gonna tease like my life depends on it. Tease, 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 because I love a full look. I hate when my hair looks flat, so I tease a lot. And I don't know where I got this pick from, but it works wonders. And it just gets straight to the root without messing up the rest of my hair or making it frizzy. We love that. The only thing is, so as you can see, I'm teasing the top, but I'm also separating the curls at the bottom. Those look a little bit more flat because the tea is I have to keep the bottom long, because if I like trim it too much or cut it too much, then the wig won't last as long, because the hair eventually it like sheds or just like falls out, you know, because it's a wig, right? You can't grow back. So I try to leave that part long just because so it lasts longer, and I do most of my trimming around the top or the sides of the wig, but that's why I just have to separate more on the bottom to make it like kind of even. To add just a bit more shine, I use the Garnier Fructis Brilliant Shine like glossing spray, and you don't really need too much. That's why I really like it, and it's pretty cheap. Honestly, I got mine from Walmart, and I just add a little bit of that all over my hair. I don't like to use oil because oil can kind of contribute to frizz because it's just like breaking all of the definition and like the product that's in it up. So I just like to leave it and use the spray.
Can you rock with me? Oh, baby, not stopping me. Can you take it to the top of me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always.